You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Ellendale, thank you so much for your Patreon membership request and for bringing some Lord of the Lost down for the Losties. Thank you so much. We're all excited for the interview to be coming out. But before, we got one more song coming out for you. And this is Raining Stars. And this is featuring the band Formalin.
Thank you so much, Ellendale, for bringing Lord of the Lost back down the rabbit hole. I can't wait to get into Raining Stars. This is going to be phenomenal. Their music video has over 6 million views. That is insane. I am so excited for this one. If you guys are as excited as we are, then remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness. And let us know in the comment section below if you have a favorite song from Lord of the Lost or a favorite album from them.
Are we just going in the song?
Yes.
Ellendale, we're very hyped for this one. It does help that we just talked to Chris himself, so I think we're still on the high from that. And you gave us some notes so that we know what this song is all about and the other band in this. All right, so this is Raining Stars, and it's a tornado of a song, still blowing yourself away, even 7 years after it's already been released on Lord of the Lost's legendary album Empyrean. And I know for a fact that the public wholeheartedly agrees as this masterpiece of industrial metal, gothic metal, is one of Lord of the Lost's most successful videos ever, by now accumulating how many?
6 million views on YouTube.
The guys have always been exploring a countless amount of styles, but Raining Stars is one of their signature songs and has to be explored inevitably if someone wants to discover the universe of the band that means the world to you. And because you are currently discovering Lord of the Lost and falling in love with them, I thought it would be a wonderful idea to show us not only their new releases, but also their classics. We do appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Ellendale.
And Formalin, the other band participating in this song that made history, is an electric industrial project from Berlin, Germany.
I'm really excited about that because I love electro-industrial music myself. I've actually listened to a lot of that style even before we met. I was really big into a lot of electronic music.
Nice.
So like I'm really excited to see this mashup of Lord of the Lost with their gothic metal and then Formalin with their electro-industrial and how they're going to come together.
Absolutely. So let's get right into it.
I got really excited for Lord of the Lost, and I plugged everything that I would normally say at the first half of this video. So you know what to do, and let's get into the song.
Raining some stars, y'all. Art is the lie that enables us to see the truth. Yes.
Absolutely it is.
Picasso. They say artists are even ahead of the comedian when it comes to finding out the truth first.
Absolutely. That makes sense.
What a different vibe. O-D-O-C-O-B. I wonder if that's Formalin.
I think that's Formalin.
Beatles.
Oh, some negatives. Love this.
Oh.
I had to fight you. Slow motion horror was everywhere. Your safety was my only care. And then I catch you as all the terrified people run. Two silhouettes become one. The sky the deepest red. The sun the bleakest black. We hold each other and tell the final act. me, clad in a velveteen cloak and hood, screaming fear and weeping blood. Well, let them panic. We're hypnotized from above. No time for fear, just for love. The sky, the deepest red. The sun, the bleakest black. All worlds are worthless now. There's no way back. Relax and enjoy the show. Now welcome, dear apocalypse. We dance and raining stars. We turn this nightmare into bliss.
Oh!
Snowy fires, raining stars. Snowy fires, raining stars.
Okay, whoa. I need to know your first thoughts here.
Oh my god. This is blowing me away. You can really hear the two different bands that are going together,
Yeah,
like Formalin and Lord
perfect
of the
blend.
Lost. Perfect blend.
Yeah.
I'm loving this music video. I can see why it has 6 million views. Going into this, when they walked into that white room, it was very dystopian future.
Yeah.
Very dystopian future. And then coming across all these vintage, like the records, the Mona Lisa.
All the old
like
stars.
an old
and-
storage room of all the old stars.
Yeah.
And like,
Which aren't sufficing for them anymore, and then they finally got to find the thing that hit them again with the Lord of the
Yeah.
Lost, and then they're crying, and they finally found that art that is giving them their truth, and then now they
Yes.
got the people coming in. It's like, you're not allowed to do this. You can't get
Absolutely.
released from this. This can't be your art
this
that
is supposed
saves
to be
you.
locked away for a reason.
Yeah.
It's too influential.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's too influential, and we need to be able to keep this art locked away. How did you get into this room? Why is this playing? You need
Yeah.
to get out because we need to keep you.
We don't want you finding the losties,
Exactly.
but we want
Exactly.
everyone to find this if you were a lostie.
Oh man, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Horizon, blue, silver, thunder.
Oh, now they're hearing it.
The warm embrace of facing death, the sweet defiance. Your eyes ignite in the fuse, just like diamonds in the bloodroom. The sky, the deepest red. The sun, the bleakest black. Each second ours to share, so make them last. Now welcome, dear apocalypse. We dance and raining stars.
Yeah.
This nightmare
Goosebumps.
bliss. Snowy fires, raining
That tear.
snowy fires, raining no need to list regrets. There's no way back. No welcome to apocalypse. We dance and rain.
love the credits. Shoot it all.
Wow.
We all strive to be amongst the stars. Soon they fall, though. Wow.
That was such a cool ending of that music.
That was a perfect way to end that. And it just leaves you thinking and, like, makes the conversation continue.
It really does. Because, like, when they stopped and they all watched together, so they had that connected moment,
Yeah.
all of them together, listening to this life-changing music, this
Having a
art,
spiritual moment together.
having that spiritual moment together. They're listening to this art that is opening everyone up. It opened the lady up so much that she even let down shed tear.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And so then having the two guards then come in, they're like, no, we have to shoot it all. But they experienced that too. So the guards are now the ones who've experienced that life-changing moment.
Yeah.
Still committed the job that they
Their
were meant to
order.
do. They're ordered.
Yeah.
Like in Ordinary Men, that type of
It's
thing.
tough.
But now they're the ones who now have that knowledge
Of what they just killed.
and have to continue on with that.
Yeah.
And how that just,
Corrupts.
oh my God, like this is insane.
This is incredible because we both got goosebumps on this one
Yeah.
at different moments too. And for me, what was incredible is right when he came on, that's when my goosebumps came. And like, yeah, even just thinking about it, it's so incredible. But what Chris really helped me realize, even as a reaction channel, and I can say this before the interview is out because that's the one teaser we already have, is what his reflections are on a reaction channel. And for us, it makes me think of when you're a reaction channel, you're thinking about the emotions that you're giving off, but then you're also trying to think of what to say, and then after the fact is also when you got to talk and all the different steps that allows you to actually digest these songs at a different way, at least from when I first started listening to music. So that's why this type of music is starting to hit me so much more, and I really like the way that he brought that out because... And for the audience watching us, it makes me think of what your favorite part of reactions really are, because with this type of art, it is the initial reaction, but then it's the reflection after it and during it that's happening that makes music for me the best art form that wants to be shared, and it's so universal. And even without lyrics, this song is incredible.
Musically, it's absolutely incredible.
It was such a journey.
It was, because there was such a, like, something we know about Lord of the Lost is they are very genre-less. They can kind of, like, they're a metal band, but they fit anywhere. Like, they're a metal band that went to a pop festival, Eurovision, right? So, like, that's where they can fit almost anywhere. So that for them to collab with this electro-industrial style of music, which I love, and I also love metal, and they've done it in such a beautiful, like, marriage between the two styles, but then also we're able to hit so many, like, epochs within that genre itself was just absolutely insane. And the story that they told on top of it with the video, which was, as I had previously explained, and now these guards are leaving, and the chant that happens at its most expressive for me in the music was "Bring the apocalypse," like we welcome this apocalypse. And so it's those guards that are going to go with that now, that knowledge that only the artist can portray, like Picasso said at the very beginning. Now they're going to be the ones that are going to be bring the apocalypse, because I've now seen this twofold. Well,
what's crazy, because every time you have to reset, you have to kill the art first.
Absolutely.
Because the art's what creates that inspiration to be a losty and embody it. So they have to try to kill it if they don't want this losty ideology to rise forth.
Absolutely.
So it's very scary and powerful, and they're always like say it so straight up.
Absolutely.
And so it gets the message across correctly. And we can even kind of guess what was happening once it came in if you're being in the moment with it. And that's what Lord of the Lost helps me with.
100%. And I love that you brought up like having to destroy the art first, because if you look at that room was almost empty. There were just a few things, but very important things, like the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
There was also Marilyn Monroe. There was a Marilyn Monroe vinyl in there. There's
Yep.
the Lord of the Lost on a VHS.
Totally.
Right? So they're
Beatles were there.
taking these old school copies of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
These what would they be? Not digital, but
The vinyls?
yeah.
Sets?
Give me a second. I lost the word. I know the word. It is not digital, but analog.
Okay.
So they're specifically using analog technology
Okay.
because analog technology is one that's easier to recreate, or like a
Good to know.
gramophone.
Okay.
If there was no electricity, you can still put a vinyl on a gramophone and use
That's
the
true.
gramophone.
Okay.
Right? So like they're
get
saving
ya.
very specific things, and those are the things that even though you had to destroy all of the art to press this new dystopian future that we saw,
Yeah.
they still had the things that they couldn't let go of because it was so powerful.
Totally,
Like the Mona
totally.
Lisa that people have been
Very
arguing
true.
over
Forever.
forever.
Yeah. Well said.
Right? And so they're bringing all this stuff back and they can't let it go. And because of that remnants of that need for like, no, I just can't. It's too beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's too inspiring.
Yeah. and
That's what creates that apocalypse going forward, because it creates that expression of ideals.
It's so true, and that's why in Germany,
Mm-hmm.
which both these bands and artists are from, you're not allowed to use the swastika anymore.
No.
And that's the same reason, because they
Like-
don't want that ideology to flourish there anymore. So
Absolutely.
you're not allowed to
So like it's an
even
actual,
listen
you
or see
can
it.
be arrested, I believe, and stuff like that.
I know back in the day you could, and I think still now.
But like here in Canada, you see that like painted, graffitied on things.
We see the hammer and sickle.
Graffitied on things.
It's everywhere.
Someone drew a swastika in the snow the other day.
Yeah. Oh,
Right?
yeah. All the kids here. It's
So
weird.
it's so messed up because it's not illegal and it's
Yeah.
that freedom of expression. But how far
Exactly.
does that freedom of expression go?
That's as far as it will go.
Right, and
Because you're allowed
so-
to be a Nazi here, technically.
Technically.
Because you're allowed
Very.
to. Because you're allowed to write it down, you know?
Yeah.
You're not allowed in Germany where you're allowed here, and that's
It's-
how you express it.
It's so crazy how things that should be illegal
Yeah.
are illegal in places, and people understand like how bad it is. But in
Yeah.
other places, it's like, well, like yeah, but
We do it this way.
it's different, and it doesn't matter how many if who thinks their idea is going to be the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Humanity is flawed. So every idea is going to be flawed if you think you can do the same idea better when it's never been.
And what I don't
when
think
it
is
can't be.
flawed about Lord of the Lost and what they always do
Absolutely
is
not.
every time they come, no, don't be sorry. Every time they come on,
Mm-hmm.
they always have a different outfit.
Yeah.
And that's something I am so happy about, because they're not coming in as a package. They are just whatever they are for that moment.
Absolutely.
So every single day, they're not going to be trapped because of their freedom to move as they go and to apply for what situation they're in. And that's why I think they bring the best out of any single genre that they can jump into, because they're really not trapped. They're part of the full spectrum in the best way possible. And that's why they can gel with everything.
Absolutely. Like I don't know how many different people I have sent one last song.
Yeah.
I sent that to so many people because I honestly believe that everyone should hear that song.
At least once.
At least once. And every single person I sent it to comes from a different walk of life. They have different backgrounds, they have different stories, they have different music likes. I don't even know many of these people's music likes because like it's and friends, family, what have you. And every single person responded with, wow, that is an amazing song. Thank you for sending this to me.
Yeah.
Because
it was monumental for
it's
them.
monumental, and Lord of the Lost is able to reach everyone
We're all feeling
because
lost.
they don't have a box. They don't have something that they're stuck within. So it's beautiful to be able
It
to
is.
create such conversation and such emotion with the songs that they do, and to be able to evoke something different every single time.
Absolutely, and we've been talking for a while, so I'll make sure to throw up some chapters so you guys can see what the reaction part and the review part is, and they both mean a lot, so please let us know what your favorite part of reaction channels are. If you love just watching the actual reaction, or if it's the review, I'm kind of interested to know what people love the most. I know for me, I think watching the actual reaction when I used to watch reaction channels all the time was my favorite part, and that's what like Chris's favorite thing was too. So just seeing the actual first reaction is the best, because that's when you start talking and sharing it, because all the people you shared one last song with then made a post about it.
Yeah.
So that's actually how much it was. It wasn't just, oh, I'll go see it in 5 minutes. It was like, no, I actually checked it out. I'm posting it. I'm sending it to the next person.
I'm now sending it on. It was almost like a pay it forward system.
Yeah,
happened.
it's a pay it forward.
It was amazing.
And we've tried to do that with like Nightwish, Epica, with the Losties. Everyone's a bit of a Lostie, and they can relate to Lord of the Lost. And I don't even remember the other name of Formalin, and let's not forget about them, and shout out to them and the mood that they created, and maybe the people that came at the very end were part of Formalin.
I think they were also part of Formalin. I think that's why they also, like, they wouldn't have unmasked the guards unless it was very specific to show something, and that's also what made, because of the unmasking of the guards, and they had the same look as the people who were sitting, it shows that they are the same.
Yeah,
like it was the same, and so it was the
right.
same band. They unmasked, and that's what makes you know that they're going to be the bringers of the apocalypse.
Very true, y'all. So without further ado, go support Formalin, Lord of the Lost if you have not yet. And if you had a good time with us, hit that like button, subscribe before you leave, so you can stay part of the Enter the Chronic family and don't miss another Lord of the Lost, and especially that interview. All right, y'all, we are exiting the rabbit hole.
Thank you so much, Ellendale, for bringing this down the rabbit hole. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special thanks to all of our YouTube, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you for all of your support.
Thank you all so much for making it all the way to the end of the video. If you had a good time and you are new to the channel and you don't want to miss the next one, here is a very easy way that you can make it to our next one by hitting the subscribe button. If you liked what you heard on this video and you want to support this artist, then an easy way to do that is going right here. And I think we have a really good video for you right here that we think you will enjoy. Thank you all so much. See you next time.